I would never, and the record should bear me out, get up to run down a minister. Neither would I say things that I know I cannot verify. Honorable Minister knows me and knows me. I will not. As you may be aware, Mr. Speaker, I have prepared a full statement, and in fact, I've actually cross-checked. If Honorable Minister had been patient to listen to the exact words I used and how I approached this matter and how I even took a cue from you, he wouldn't make submissions to the fact that the minority leader should cross-check and do this, and if you mislead. Mr. Minister, with respect to you as a colleague, I would never take undue advantage of where I sit to run you down or your ministry. I won't do anything to undermine my own credibility. I want the nation to take me serious, and I want you to take me serious. The point I raised was well founded in peculiar facts that when we get the chance to share, you will know that I'm not misleading anybody. That said, I take a cue from Mr. Speaker. I would use the appropriate process to deal with this matter, and I will furnish you with all the records I have and the peculiar facts I'm raising for you to know that I am not being personal, neither am I dealing with unverifiable facts. You may recall that yesterday I beaconed you. I said I wanted to have a discussion with you because I wanted you to even have my statement to read before I do it on the floor of the House. Today I only dealt with key issues about the cost to our constituents. I was not running you down, with respect. So I think you misconstrued the government of the submission I made prior to your entry into the chamber, leading you to think that I am misleading or that I didn't check my fact. All those contracts, I have copies. You have been a minority leader, a chief whip. You know that when we are in opposition, we get information even far ahead than those of you in government. So at least give me that minimum respect, that you be here. You know, when I was on the other side, there were things that you knew in government that I did not even know. You know. So please, colleague, we are not obstructive. We want to help our nation. So please bear with me. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case.
Yes, Minority Leader.
Speaker, I have a couple of issues for the Leader of the House to respond to, and I'm sure when this is well handled, it will help this House. Mr. Speaker, first, the Leader of Government Business introduced this proportional debating system. Mr. Speaker, it is not his first time bringing this matter up here. In fact, he brought this matter up, and the Right Honorable Speaker ruled on this. There's a ruling on this matter. Therefore, I am saying that if he wants the decision to be reviewed, he knows what to do. 2, choosing a different approach is to lead you into temptation. That the Speaker has made a ruling and he now wants to bring this matter up now that you're presiding. He wants to lead you into some difficult situation, Mr. Speaker. And I know you wouldn't want to be in any collision course with the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. So, Mr. Speaker, we are supposed to assist the chair. And that is the information I'm providing. So, as for that application, it should be dismissed in limine. Mr. Speaker, second, I want to bring this matter of recruitment into the security services. Mr. Speaker, for the majority leader to take it up, and if it's so, the House so desires, program the Minister of Interior. Mr. Speaker, it's a matter that concerns all of us. Please lend me your ears. Mr. Speaker, the current ongoing recruitment by the Ghana Immigration Services, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana National Fire Service, and the police. Mr. Speaker, the methodology has changed. What we have been told and have become aware is that, Mr. Speaker, the entire process is now centralized at the Ministry of Interior. A private software developer by name TribeNet has been tasked to create a data collection platform which is empowered to run process through the use of AI-generated aptitude examination with minimal visible involvement of institutional leadership of the affected services. So, Mr. Speaker, to explain, this AI-generated platform being operated by the TribeNet software developer does not involve the police, immigration, prisons, and fire. So, Mr. Speaker, what it is that a person who is supposed to do an aptitude test does not answer questions in the area where he's applying. There is a software which is a centralized platform. And Mr. Speaker, that is posing a difficulty, especially when none of the security chiefs and their management is involved. Mr. Speaker, let me give some numbers. What it is that, Mr. Speaker, it is becoming expensive for would-be recruits in accessing this. One, Mr. Speaker, they need to buy a scratch card, have access to internet, have access to computer, and it is difficult, especially so, Mr. Speaker, when there are many areas in Ghana where internet access is a challenge. Mr. Speaker, what it is that once they log on, the system over a short period locks them out, even if they have connectivity problem. Mr. Speaker, I am saying this because in my own constituency, people are approaching people for money to be able to have access. This is just at the beginning. If we don't handle this well, Mr. Speaker, what it means is that the unemployed youth who are already desperate will end up spending so much money and will still not have access. It will compound their problems. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that must be addressed, and it's not a partisan matter. It affects you and I in this chamber. You may be an MP in your own constituency, and if your constituent already spent over 2,000 Ghana cedis, 2,000 Ghana cedis, and they don't even know which stage they will get to. And this AI, with this AI generated aptitude test, when they log you out, you need to pay for internet to get access again. Mr. Speaker, sometimes when we are raising an issue that affects all of us, people must pay attention. Don't always misconstrue that when I get up, I'm going purely partisan and attacking your government. Honorable Bua, please bear with me. Listen. Maybe because you are in Accra, you are not going to constituency to know what the youth are going through. So you listen. Mr. Speaker, I would want to suggest.
Yes, minority leader. I agree perfectly with you.
Yes.
You are right to raise this point, but the stage at which you are raising it is what I am worried about.
No problem.
If your application is that we should invite the sector minister to come and explain these issues, that one, I don't have a problem. However, in the absence of the minister you are proposing to be invited, going into details with some specific allegations is what I'm worried about.
We take guidance from you. There's a good reason why you sit in the east of the chamber as a presiding officer. I take a cue. and would not belabor the details. Just that, Mr. Speaker, I would pray that in view of the seriousness of this matter, may the minister be invited for a closed sitting for this to be thoroughly discussed so that we will understand exactly the process. But as it is, it's costing so much money and it is becoming a burden on us because constituents are coming to us for money to go and buy access to internet, and then it is becoming problematic. Mr. Speaker, that is issue one. Issue two, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader promised this House in its last business statement presentation that the finance minister will appear before us as a House and fully update us on that policy to reduce producer price of cocoa. Mr. Speaker, can you change the sitting position of the minister responsible for roads? Mr. Speaker, he is sitting in the seat of Honorable Kasia Latufose. Mr. Speaker, all he does is to make life difficult for me. And the majority leader will never come to my defense because it benefits him.
He's actually encouraging him.
And he encourages him to do that. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader promised that the finance minister will come. Don't misinform him. Mr. Speaker, the majority leader promised this House that he would ensure the Minister of Finance comes here to brief us on that decision to reduce producer price of cocoa. Mr. Speaker, he and I know that in opposition they promised 6,000 per bag. They came, the 3,100 they came to meet. They increased it, then now reduce it to 2,500. Mr. Speaker, the cocoa farmer in Ashanti region, in Central region, in Eastern region, in Western region, Western North, Oti, Volta, Mr. Speaker, our region, Volta, Bono East, and Ahafo. Mr. Speaker, they are suffering, Mr. Speaker. In other words, cocoa equafua omuwo Ghana. Mr. Speaker, we need the aswani say, Sebi, price na yetiomu per bag no. Inchi abamba cost we yetiomu sa. Omati so 10 million. Mr. Speaker, why never kasama cocoa abafo? Mr. Speaker, to wait.
Minority leader.
Mr. Speaker, to wait.
Minority leader.
I'm explaining it in English.
But with all due respect, you, as a leader of the House, made a statement on this matter, and the statement has been commented upon heavily, if that cannot be described as a debate. So, for me, by the records of this House, you are please sounding repetitive.
Speaker, sorry, but because he made a promise, that is why the promise has become part of the records of the House. So I wanted to remind him.
Yeah, so if you made a promise we didn't refuse, you have raised that matter.
It's very well.
We need to give you the opportunity.
Mr. Speaker,
why did you fail in your promise?
Mr. Speaker, that is so. Mr. Speaker, that is so. I was only giving a background that, like I said in Tree, Mr. Speaker, like I said in Tree, Koko Ekwafo, omunim se ese yetu omoka, omate so 10 million. Say I want na beka sama Koko Ekwafo. Omase me mobo. Mr. Speaker, I'm saying that who speaks for the cocoa farmer? The cocoa farmer is in a very sorrowful state, a very sorry state. Nobody, the NDC government that is supposed to speak for the cocoa farmer, is not speaking for the cocoa farmer.
Yes.
So, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader will have the chance to respond.
Recognize
Mr. Speaker, our point of
the
order.
majority.
Oh, okay, but why have you
leader.
frowned? You are doing point of order, then the way you have folded your face. Mr. Speaker, we are talking about cocoa farmers.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, we should not convert discussion of business statement, agenda for the week, into substantive discussions of matters involving sector ministers that are not in the chamber to respond, and making allegations and claims that cannot be responded to because the relevant public officers are not in the House to respond. So I think that it's important for us to exercise some discipline in the debate or commenting on business statements so that we don't go on this. Because you see, if you start this way, then we will all have to respond to every single issue that you have raised. Then we turn business statement into a full-blown weekly debate on matters that have not been properly brought to the House. Many of the issues that you are raising are issues that can only be brought to the House through a question, through a statement, and through the minister deciding to come and brief the House. But you go on a tangent of discussing them into details. When the minister comes, will we give the minister the opportunity to respond to everything during business statement? And is that what business statement is all about? We would have bastardized what business statement is all about. So I understand the Friday politics, but there should be some limit to how it is done. There should be some limit.
Majority Leader, I agree with you. Minority Leader, please take it.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, in fact, that was my last point. If you had allowed me, I would have completed. But Mr. Speaker, he, the Majority Leader, should also know that when he gives his word, he must keep his word. When he gives his word, he must keep his word. He promised that, Mr.
Please address the chair.
Mr. Speaker, this is the time that you must show brotherhood. You have seen what he's doing.
I didn't hear him. He didn't speak into the microphone. He's not captured by the handset.
Mr. Speaker, we have a pending motion. The motion on mass dismissal of Ghanaian youth. It's a review application. Mr. Speaker, the Majority Leader, when it gets to such stage, he wouldn't want to speak into the mic. He's been promising, Mr. Speaker, this is most unfair to the minority. In any serious parliament, the minority must be heard. Then the minority must be heard. Mr. Speaker, that is not enough, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minority Leader, apparently you are on your feet speaking. And again saying the minority must be heard.
Mr. Speaker, it is not just being heard. It's not just being heard. Mr. Speaker, you know that you must be seen to be heard in substance. Mr. Speaker, we have brought a motion which is national in character. The majority frustrated that motion. Mr. Speaker, it's been over a year. Ghanaian youths who had been in the employ of state institutions, some since 2017, some since 2018, others 2020, 2024. Mr. Speaker, all of them were dismissed en masse. Mr. Speaker, we brought this matter up. We lost our first application. We brought up a review application. It was admitted. We moved the motion. We debated. The majority chief whip did the first contribution for his side. Mr. Speaker, this motion has stayed in our books on the order paper for over 8 months. It's not good enough. Last week, the Majority Leader promised me and promised the entire caucus that, oh, we'll take it next week. He did the same thing 2 weeks ago. Mr. Speaker, today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. SONA will take place. I'm not sure we'll be able to take it. Can the majority leader confirm whether he would program this for Tuesday? Mr. Speaker, we have waited for far too long. These are employment rights that are constitutional. A right guaranteed by the Constitution. If Parliament cannot speak for these people, which institution can? Who can? Is it because the majority members are not affected by this mass unemployment situation? That those who were dismissed do not come from your constituencies, so you don't mind? Mr. Speaker, it is important we address this thing. My last point, then I resume my seat. Mr. Speaker, we want to know from the majority leader when the Minister for Employment will bring the policy on 1 job 3 shifts to this chamber. Since now ministers are bringing policies to this chamber. It is not enough to talk about a so-called 24-hour economy. Even so, you created a legislation and created a bureaucracy. That's not what we're talking about. The policy on 1 job 3 shifts, which will include putting in place incentives for the private sector. The youths in Ododio constituency, La, Teshi, Nungwa, Adaklu, Boko Central, Efutu, Mr. Speaker, they are all waiting for the 1 job 3 shift. I rest my case.
Yes, I'll give the floor to the Minister for Interior. But minority leader, you are part of the people who made the law to back the policy in this house on 24-hour economy. You contributed to the making of that law. Yes, Minister for Interior.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, whilst driving here, I was listening to the minority leader. Mr. Speaker, this is a house of record, and somebody like the minority leader, anytime he has to speak, it is good that he must cross-check his facts so that he puts out accurate information. Because misleading the House by no other person than the minority leader is worrying. Mr. Speaker, he spoke about the recruitment process. And Mr. Speaker, without necessarily trying to respond to him for every single thing that he has said, let me say that we have made con men and women very uncomfortable with this recruitment process that we are carrying. People, we all were in this country when a recruitment process led to a COP in charge of HR for the police being dismissed from the police service because of extortion of money. Mr. Speaker, he was talking about the IT firm. I will charge him to go and check with Public Procurement Authority whether each of the services, I'm talking about Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana Fire Service, did not sign individual contract with the service provider. This is facts you have to check. And you are a minority leader who will be responded to if you write to PPA to find out whether that was done and whether it was done properly. If you are written official to any of the services, they will have educated you instead of trying to stand in the Chamber of Parliament and mislead the generality of Ghanaians with your ignorance. Mr. Speaker, he was talking about the aptitude test. There has always been aptitude tests whether you are going to join military or police or fire or any. But what were they doing, Mr. Speaker? They were doing it manually. You see our children in...
Minority Chief Whip, I'll come back to you.
Speaker.
Yes.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't do this. Honorable Muntaka is somebody I respect. When I came to meet him in office as a senior colleague, as a whip, but so I'm coming under one. But
Minority Chief Whip, please address the chair. Yes. You cannot be responding.
I will not respond. I won't even refer to the orders. I know the specific order to refer to. Order 123. I could come under order 123, 2A, but I will not. So I will rather urge my respected senior, Honorable Muntaka, that to err is human. I mean, bottom line, we can all argue strongly. Sometimes we take strong positions. But let's veer off for language that will be offensive.
So, that's all. Minority Chief Whip, you are offended by the use of the word ignorance. Is that not so?
Yes. Because if you say clear of such
Minister responsible for Interior.
Statement.
You see, we should fast track so that we don't. Today we want to close early. Honorable Minister,
Muntaka.
Honorable Minister for Interior.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes, you heard him.
Yes,
he's talking about the use of the word.
Frankly speaking,
ignorant.
I didn't say it an offensive way. If you don't have knowledge about something, you are ignorant about it. But if that's offensive to him, I will withdraw that.
Very well.
I was just trying to note that it is something that you can always check. And if you don't check and you are putting what you don't know, you are misleading the people. And since he's not comfortable with the word, fine.
Yes, the word is now withdrawn. So continue.
Mr. Speaker.
If this parliament, in any civilized parliament, something like that, Mr. Speaker, this parliament is civilized. I want you to rule. Listen, Mr. Speaker, this is a very civilized parliament. By that same ruling, the words used by the minority leader that if this was a civilized parliament must be expunged from the record, Mr. Speaker. It must be, because I am in a very civilized parliament. I don't know the parliament you're talking about, so that word must also be expunged from the records.
Yes, Honorable Minister for...
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, I was talking about the aptitude test. There has always been aptitude test. In 1996, when I tried to join the army, I had to write an aptitude test. Interestingly, I got to medicals, and then someone went and told my mother that I've run to Accra to join the army. And my mother was scared of me joining the army. That's the only reason why I didn't join. Probably now I would have been either an ex-serviceman or I would have been in the army. Mr. Speaker, the aptitude test, this is what happens. You physically go to a center, you go and write, and then somebody marks. And during the marking, that's where people used to extort money from these innocent people. I can get you past, I can get that, I can get that. And what the Ministry of Interior tries to do is that to take the human aspect out and make sure that this is done without human interference. Mr. Speaker, he's talking about internet challenges. You are forgetting that every one of them will have traveled from his village to either Accra or Kumasi or Bolga or Sunyani or Takrady or Cape Coast or Ho to write the exams. Today, we are making it easy that they can sit in the comfort of their home, or probably just travel to the next village or the next town or the next neighborhood where there's internet for you to write that. Which one is easier? Now we take out the human interface. What is happening? A lot of the people think that, and Mr. Speaker, because I've been a member of Pan-African Parliament just like you today, I know the majority of Africa have stopped writing exams manually. In the AU system for the past 10 years, if you want to join the AU system, you write an online exams. And people don't know that the camera faces you. Anybody try to assist you, it will take you out because you are trying to cheat. If you try to double log so that somebody will be quoting the question and answering you, the system detects that. It takes you out. So that's why, even with that, we instructed that because we are doing it for the first time, let's give all those who attempted that and disconnected them an opportunity for mop-up. And that is why currently the mop-up is going on, to give them a second time. But 82% of the people went through it without any problem. The 80% who tried doing one fishy thing or the other, we are giving them an opportunity to correct their wrong, to know that the system is sensitive. You cannot get someone, because first you have to upload your picture, so it knows your picture. The moment I give way for Honorable Mahama to sit and try to continue, it disconnects, because that is not me. And that's how the system is corrected. Yes, if the young people of our country, you are saying that they are so ignorant they cannot use internet, please think again. They are smarter than you think. The young people of our country are smarter than you can even imagine. 82% of them have gone through there without any qualms. And it is a better system, because it takes away all the human interference and takes away all the corrupt activities that used to go on. I can assure you, the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Mahama will not sit whilst others go through the hell of drudgery of the process. Others sit home and then they just correct that, and the name of so-called protocol, they get damned when those who qualify go back home. We are taking everybody through the system. You come, you go through the body selection, we check your certificate, you do the aptitude test, you do medicals, because, Mr. Speaker, many of our young men go to training and die. But because they signed the undertaking, we don't even talk about it. Many people go for military training, they die. They go for these other services training. And I'm sure most of my colleagues who have been ministers, they will tell you, they go and die because they have conditions that will not warrant them to go for the exercise. Many of them don't, in the past, they won't do it. We are insisting that you have to do all that, so that even if you have to be helped, let's say the minority that wants someone to be helped, he must go through and be qualified before, even if you have to be helped, So please, stop deceiving the ordinary Ghanaian. We know what we are doing. We are making sure that all the con men and women are taken out. They don't get the opportunity to cheat. Just last weekend, Mr. Speaker, 2 prison officers were arrested because they were trying to assist 14 applicants through the process. They were arrested. When we started, there were about 4 or 5 arrests. That's why you are not hearing people have been duping others, because we are vigilant and we are watching. Yes, we should know our country has a challenge of unemployment, but in our research agenda, the security services, you must have the minimum qualification before you go in. We are not going to be dumping people there, just like people have done when we came. People with diabetes all were under training. We have to get them out because they were not qualified to be there. So please, Mr. Speaker, without responding specifically to most of the allegations that he has made, I want to urge the minority leader, anytime you want to speak about things that your colleagues are in charge, please talk to them, get the facts. If you doubt them, put it into writing so that they will respond in writing, so that then you can speak to it. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader,
Mr. Speaker,
I want to plead with you so that we focus on the business statement. You see,
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Minority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, he's made some statements that are personal.
Honorable members, please, let's get it right.
Give me
Minority Leader, please, both of you should hear me.
Very well.
You see, we are considering business statement. We should focus on the business statement. When the business statement is adopted and it is time for statement, then we can get up under Order 93 and raise matter of urgent public importance. Honorable Nitiwood, you just walk in. This response coming from the Interior Minister was attracted by what the Minority Leader placed on record when we are considering business statement. Sometimes it's for a good reason that we try to limit comment on the business statement to matters arising from the business statement. But instead of focusing on matters arising from the business statement. If you add matters that are not included, these are the response that are attracted. That's why I feel strongly that matters relating to business statement must be dealt with, so that if you get to a point where we are going to make statement and you get up that you have a matter of urgent public importance that you want to raise with the leave of the person presiding, you will be given the opportunity to do so, and then the opportunity will be given to another person to also respond to the matter that you have raised. I believe that is the way we should be going.
Speaker, I will do exactly just that. But, Mr. Speaker, I want to put on record that sitting here in this black seat, I am not unaware of the responsibilities. I would never, and the record should bear me out, get up to run down a minister. Neither would I say things that I know I cannot verify. Honorable Minister knows me and knows me. I will not. As you may be aware, Mr. Speaker, I have prepared a full statement, and in fact, I've actually cross-checked. If Honorable Minister had been patient to listen to the exact words I used and how I approached this matter and how I even took a cue from you, he wouldn't make submissions to the fact that the minority leader should cross-check and do this, and if you mislead. Mr. Minister, with respect to you as a colleague, I would never take undue advantage of where I sit to run you down or your ministry. I won't do anything to undermine my own credibility. I want the nation to take me serious, and I want you to take me serious. The point I raised was well founded in peculiar facts that when we get the chance to share, you will know that I'm not misleading anybody. That said, I take a cue from Mr. Speaker. I would use the appropriate process to deal with this matter, and I will furnish you with all the records I have and the peculiar facts I'm raising for you to know that I am not being personal, neither am I dealing with unverifiable facts. You may recall that yesterday I beaconed you. I said I wanted to have a discussion with you because I wanted you to even have my statement to read before I do it on the floor of the House. Today I only dealt with key issues about the cost to our constituents. I was not running you down, with respect. So I think you misconstrued the gravamen of the submission I made prior to your entry into the chamber, leading you to think that I am misleading or that I didn't check my fact. All those contracts, I have copies. You have been a minority leader, a chief whip. You know that when we are in opposition, we get information even far ahead than those of you in government. So at least give me that minimum respect, that you be here. You know, when I was on the other side, there were things that you knew in government that I did not even know. You know. So please, colleague, we are not obstructive. We want to help our nation. So please bear with me. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case.